day, learners! Welcome to Contemporary Philippine Arts from the Regions. I am Diana Jane Reyes, your senior high school teacher. Our lesson for today is Artistic Skills and Techniques. But before we proceed with our discussion, here are the objectives of today's lesson. Number 1, define artistic skills, techniques, and medium. Number 2, identify the different techniques used by artists. And number 3, create a contemporary art using Shell Mosaic art technique. Now, before we start our discussion, let me show you a picture of an artwork. What do you notice in this picture? Observe carefully and write at least 5 observations on your answer sheet. Now let us try to answer the process questions. Number 1. What do you see when you look at the artwork? Number 2. How does the artwork make you feel? Number 3. Does the artist have a style to his work? Number 4. Is it traditional or contemporary in appearance? Number 5. What is the medium used by the artist? 6. What particular techniques have been used? This is an artwork of Janos Miralles, a contemporary artist from Laguna. This illustrator combines painting with digital photo manipulations, creating incredibly appealing portraits of human figures which are woven into brushstrokes and textures. Awesome technique, right? Now let us try to look at some of this artist's amazing artwork. After looking at these amazing artworks, you might be wondering, how did he do that? Yes, it requires talent to create an incredible work of art. But more than that, an artist relies on a support network from people and the society he or she lives in. For example, an artist may only need a piece of paper and a pencil to create an extraordinary drawing, but an artist's technique makes his artwork unique. Many artists learn their craft on their own through practice, study, and experimentation. What is required to become an artist? Skill and technique are one of the hallmarks that we often value in a work of art. Now, let us try to define artistic skills. Artistic skills are abilities that are possessed by artists who operate within a fine art capacity. Each artist uses different mediums to develop their artistic skills. Example, the sculptor uses metal, wood, stone, and glass in sculpting. Same also the architect uses wood, bamboo, bricks, stone, etc. in architecture and many more. A medium is defined as the material or the substance out of which a work is made. Through these materials, the artist express and communicate feelings and ideas. Technique is the way artists use and manipulate materials to achieve the desired formal effect and communicate the desired concept or meaning, according to his or her personal style. Now here are the techniques used by artists. Collage is a technique of an art production used in the visual arts where the artwork is made from an assemblage of different forms, thus creating a new whole. Collage may sometimes include magazines and newspaper clippings, ribbons, paints, bits of colored or handmade papers, portions of other artwork or texts, photographs, or other found objects glued to a piece of paper or canvas. Decoupage. It is the opposite of collage. Instead of an image is being built up all or parts of existing images, it is created by cutting, trading away, or otherwise removing pieces of an original image. The French word décollage in English means take off, or to become unglued, or to become unstuck. Graffiti are writing or drawings that have been scribed, scratched, or painted illicitly on a wall or other surface, often in a public space. Graffiti may express underlying social and political messages, and a whole genre of artistic expression is based spray paint graffiti style. Land art, earthworks, or earth art is an art movement in which landscape and the work of art are inextricably linked. It is also an art form that is created in nature using natural materials such as soil, rock, like bedrock, boulders, and stones, organic media like logs, branches, and leaves, and water, which introduce materials such as concrete, metal, asphalt, or mineral pigments. Digital arts is an artistic work or practice that uses digital technology as an essential part of the creative or presentation process. Digital art can also involve animation and 3D virtual sculpture renderings as well as projects that combine several technologies. Mixed media. It refers to a work of visual art that combines various traditional distinct visual art. For example, work on canvas that combines paint, ink, and collage. When creating a painted or photographed work using a mixed media, it is important to choose the layers carefully and allow enough drying time between the layers to ensure the final work will have structural integrity if many different layers are imposed. Printmaking is the process of making artworks by painting, normally in the paper. Prints are created by transforming ink from a matrix or through a prepared screen to a sheet of paper or other material. Decoupage is the technique of rubbing with crayon on a piece of paper which has been placed over an object or an image. The impression of the image can be created using leaves, woods, wire screen, or metal with embossed image or word. Decalcomania is the process of applying gouache to paper or glass, then transferring a reversal of the image onto canvas or other flat materials. Decoupage is done by adhering cutouts of paper and then coating these with one or transparent coating of varnish. Shell Mosaic is an artistic technique that uses tiny parts of eggshell to create a whole image or object. Mosaics are usually assembled using small tiles that are square, but they can also be round or randomly shaped. Trapunto painting is the technique used by Pasita Abad where canvases are padded, sewn, and often filled with sequins, beads, shell, buttons, tiny mirrors, beads of glass, rickrack, swatches, or precious tiles, and the other things that she picks up from her travels and journey. Art is considered an artifact when it is directly experienced or perceived. It can be spatial and static, or unmoving like a painting, building, or novel, or time-based and in motion like a live theater production and mobile sculpture. To know the full meaning of a work, it is also necessary to study the material from which it is made and how it is made. Now it's time for you to make your own artwork. Please prepare all your materials and watch this next video.
I'm Joe Bryson Pinataya, grade student in Bigaa Integrated National High School.
Did you have fun? Did your artwork turn out to be the way you wanted it to be? Are you satisfied with the outcome of your work? If not, no need to worry. Just remember this quote by Ralph Waldo Emerson. Every artist was first an amateur. Just keep on practicing and developing your artistic skills. Who knows, you might become a famous contemporary artist in the future. And that ends our lesson. Have a good day, learners, and happy learning.